Hey guys, is this thing on? Hi guys. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? I'm actually at the office still. We've got a short day today, so it's like the end of the day, but and I'm nervous. I like put a mint in my mouth and like this is alive. You guys can't smell my breath, but I'm just being silly. Oh my gosh. Hi guys. Hi Heather. Hi Amy. Hey Pete. Who else did I miss? Oh, I got the Heathstead. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for joining us. Joining me. It's so cool. I just wanted to test this out and see how it works. And just to see if this is something that I'd like to do on the regular. But thanks so much for joining, guys. You guys are awesome. Oh my goodness. How's everybody's day going so far? We actually have a sunny day today and it's like 40 degrees, which is incredible. The sun is shining. It's the best. Heather, how are you healing? Did you have your surgery yet? Kicking it with Karen. How are you doing? You know what? I need to learn how to make sauerkraut. I've never had it before. Ugh, Amy, paying bills is probably the worst thing ever. Ugh. The only thing that's worse than that is probably taxes, paying taxes. Ugh. Hate it. March 3rd. All right. I'll write that down so I can be sure to say a prayer for you guys. So what would you say sauerkraut tastes like? Is your name Karen? I'm assuming it's Karen. Yeah, I've never had sauerkraut, so I'm a little bit nervous about growing it and then making it. So yeah, there's that. Is the sound okay? Like I said, I'm in the office, so I'm not sure what it sounds like in here. I'm kind of in one of the small meeting rooms. And actually, if I end up doing lives, I probably won't ever do them at home for a couple reasons, privacy issues, and also connection. My internet is really great here at the office, and so I just prefer to do it here. Cabbagey pickles. Okay. I don't like pickles. I love cabbage. But I do like sweet pickle relish. It's kind of weird, but I don't like pickles. So what's sauerkraut good on? Would it go really well with like Mexican food, like authentic Mexican food? Because I might be able to talk my husband into eating it if I throw it on some tacos or something. Bratwurst. I like some bratwurst. Actually prefer bratwurst over hot dogs. The only hot dogs I will eat are at Dodger Stadium. Love to have me some Dodger dogs. I'm a SoCal person. I grew up in Southern California and I grew up a Dodgers fan. And so I love Dodger dogs. Sausage, pizza. Pizza, really? All right. Pork sandwiches. You see, I make really good pork carnitas sliders. And so that's what I was wondering. I thought either tacos or maybe sliders like that. It would be a nice contrast to the to the savoriness of the carnitas. Oh, see, Amy, yeah, street tacos are the best. That's like, those are real tacos. The Heathstead. I'm still learning your name. What's your name? For some reason, I'm thinking Amanda, but I don't think that's right. I want to make sure I get your name right. I'm still learning everyone's names. Michelle, that's right. Thanks for joining us, Michelle. You're awesome. I love your channel, by the way. Going to be learning a lot of chicken stuff from you. I love my chickens. Let's see. I think I've watched all of the channels here except for Kicking It with Karen. Karen, I'm going to need to step it up and follow you, girl. But I appreciate this, guys. Thanks for joining me. Like I said, this is a test, so we won't go very long. I just wanted to see how this works. So what do you think of the live experience, Michelle? And yes, Heather, I'm going to totally try your brownies. They looked amazing. And not going to tell my family what's in them. Just going to make brownies one day, see what they say. You know, the only thing I don't like about the lives, I love following the chats, but I love like talking to people face to face, like, you know, about starting seeds and about just growing stuff and chickens. But here, like the YouTube community and the Facebook groups are just amazing because they're like, you guys are like my people. Like, you don't think I'm crazy when I talk about chickens. Now, see, I know, Karen, like, I don't know how my lives are going to be either. So that's why I wanted to see how this was going to go. Oh, sorry you were sick. I was sick a couple weeks ago, too. I had bronchitis, and that sucked. Ugh. So what kind of stuff are you eating right now, Heather, if you can't eat the brownies? Ugh. That's right, Michelle. I really like just having conversations with people. Yeah. Ugh. Definitely a small chat, but hey, I like it because I can actually follow what you guys are typing. Ugh, sorry about that, Karen. 103? Oh, I can't even imagine. I didn't really have much of a fever, but I felt like I was gonna die. So glad I'm feeling better. Ensure and baby food. Oh, I'm so sorry, Heather. Ugh. Hey, if we ever meet up in person, I'm gonna make you some good Mexican food, okay? Oh, Michelle, I'll be at your live today. It's at 7, right? I think that's what you wrote down on there. Yeah, Karen, you're right. If it's like more than 7, 8 people, it does get a little confusing. Like I love going to or watching the Stivers and Jess and Maya's chats, or lives, but I can't ever like really engage in the chats. I literally just put them up on the TV and watch them because I just don't engage in those, and you're not going to really have good conversations with people. Those chats just go by so fast. I don't even know how they see questions on there, to be honest. Yeah, we have to avoid the flu at our house. My husband's got a compromised immune system, so uh, if anybody that we know has the flu, we just avoid them. I know that he spent a couple days working from home last week, I think, because there were a couple of his coworkers that had the flu. I think one of them had A and the other one had B, and so he actually worked from home on those for a couple of days. And then when I was down with bronchitis, I actually quarantined myself in the bedroom. I literally spent an entire week in bed. And so I would come down to get water and soup occasionally, but I spent the entire week in bed. So, yeah, see, I didn't even plan anything to talk about, Karen. I didn't have any topics. I was going to try and ask questions, but I just wanted to be like, to actually follow the chat and just answer people's questions and kind of engage in conversation. So that's what I actually like the most about chats, when they're not so big that the people that are holding them can actually chat with the people that are there. So I totally understand. Yeah, I think so, Heather. He was so nervous, and in fact, when I first uploaded, because I actually did the editing for the videos, but he did all of the recording. He even went back out to shoot B-roll and openings and closings, and so when I posted that his unboxing video of the welder, I did that on Saturday morning, and it had like very, very few views for most of the day. And so he was really discouraged. And he was like, man, I guess I won't be doing any videos for you. And I was like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, it's very early and we're a small channel, so don't even think about it yet. And then I think the next morning he had jumped up from like, I don't know, 9 views to like 31, and he was just so excited. So yeah, I think he's definitely planning on doing some more. And now that we're getting closer to actually working out in the shop a little bit, he wants to do some projects, some welding projects and some forge stuff. And so there's a knife that he's supposed to be making me or forging. And so the nice thing about that is I can actually be his camera person. And so that'll be really fun. And I'll let him, I think at the time I'll let him really engage in the editing process a little bit more, because he likes different kinds of music, and he follows this big forge guy on YouTube, Alex Steele, and he loves his style. And so I think I'm actually going to let him engage in that editing process a little bit more. I think he's going to enjoy it. I think that's one of my favorite things about doing YouTube videos is the editing. I still have a lot to learn, but it is fun. It's fun being creative. That's my background. I'm a designer. I don't do video, but I do design. And so I always approach things from a marketing perspective and how I'm going to brand things, what the logos are going to look like, what copy looks like, all of that. And so I thankfully have like access to people here at work who I can run ideas by. And they're like really great about giving me feedback and honest feedback, which is what I appreciate. So, and we also have a really talented video and photo team here. So I always talk to them about like how to shoot things that I want to do here once the garden starts to grow. In fact, today I was talking to one of our animation designers who also does really, really incredible drone work. He's actually a certified drone pilot. And so I was talking to him today about shooting our channel trailer once it's green outside and I've got a garden that's actually growing. So I'm really, really excited to run some ideas by him. And he's even offered to bring his like professional drone out to the property to shoot. And so, yeah, I think that's going to be fun. Hey, Farming Our Backyard, how are you doing? Sorry, I was kind of like rambling and I totally missed you coming in. So thanks for joining me. This is cool. Thanks, so guys. Like, you guys are just awesome. I love this community. You guys are really great. Oh, hey, Nick. What's up? You ready to throw some axes? We've got a team building activity scheduled today. And once I hop off of this live, that's what we're going to go do. We're going to go throw some axes. And I'm really excited about that. So love to throw sharp objects at wooden pieces on a wall. So who doesn't love to throw axes? Have you guys been axe throwing? Any of you? I highly recommend it. It is a blast. Oh, it is fun. You should try it. If it's kind of a trending thing, so I'm sure there's some axe throwing places nearby, Brad. Oh, Amy girl, got to get out there and throw some axes. Seriously. Oh, that sucks, Nick. I'm sorry. Ooh, throwing knives is fun too. So this place has you can throw axes, but they also have like ninja stars and different types of knives. So it's a blast, and I'm sure that other axe throwing places are like that. So if you get a chance, like for date night or something, totally go. It is a blast. Oh, Karen, totally do it. You see, Michelle? Yeah, Michelle agrees with me. Oh, Amy, that's what I use too. I use Premiere Pro. Yeah. But I like the flow of your videos too. But I listen to your podcast too, so it's really consistent with that. So you have like yeah, you've done a really good job of like branding your channel so that it's consistent with what you're doing on your podcast. And so that's why I really enjoy it. But I also enjoy your personality. You're just easy to like. Oh, hey Shayla, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Oh, for sure, right, Heather? Yep. Yeah, I'm a big fan of A Farmish Kind of Life podcast. If you guys don't or haven't listened to it, go check it out. You'll really enjoy it. It's one of my top podcasts right now. I also like crap, I can't even think about it right now. Wow. Morgan's podcast. What's that called? I'm drawing a blank right now, and I know you guys know which one I'm talking about. Goldshaw Farms podcast. That's a good one. I also listen to Sow the Lands podcast. I love Jason and Lorraine. How do you overlay graphics? So Premiere Pro has like a really cool timeline with layers, so you can just like literally just drag and drop graphics over video. It's really easy. That's one of the cool things about there's actually kind of a big learning curve with Premiere Pro, but I'm actually familiar with the Adobe products because that's what I use every day. Like I said earlier, I have access to some really talented video and photo people here. So they're the ones that I talk to about how to use things or how to do things that I want to implement in my videos. It's really cool. Actually thought about doing some like how-to videos on some stuff like that. Melted your brain. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. There's some things that aren't quite as common sense, but once you figure it out, it's pretty easy to do. I think I'd like to figure out a better process for editing my videos. I need to like set up an actual like step-by-step process to make it easier and quicker. I can literally get lost in editing videos for hours, and I don't want to do that. Right? Yeah. I actually have, so Amy, I might talk to one of my coworkers and see if we can do like do just like a simple like how to edit a video, a simple video in Premiere Pro. I know a lot of people don't use it. And yeah, Karen, a lot of the professionals use Final Cut Pro too. The folks here at my office, they prefer Premiere Pro. They've used Final Cut Pro, but they actually prefer the Adobe product. iMovie is actually really good. That's what I was going to use to start, Michelle. And so it's actually not a bad entry into editing videos, or entry program to editing videos. But after talking to my coworkers, they just convinced me, because I have access to Premiere Pro, to just start with that, even though I do have iMovie on my computer. Yeah. I'm on a MacBook Pro, so it's so this thing's kind of a beast, and it does a really good job. And also, so it doesn't bog down, because it's really not made for video. I have a secondary like storage or hard drive, secondary hard drive that I move all of my videos to once I'm done. So I'm only doing a video at a time. I know people do multiple videos at once that they're going to be working on for the week, but I actually do one video at a time, just to help my computer deal with it better. And just so I get in a better habit of actually backing up files and moving things where they're supposed to be. Yeah, Heather, I use Adobe for everything. So I actually created a template in Photoshop for all of my thumbnails. So if you actually go to the channel, you'll see that the thumbnails at one point are pretty consistent. And with the little like logo on the top right, and then you've got your big header with subheads. So I have a template that I set up for that. So every time I create a new thumbnail, I just create a layer or a group layer for it, and then just edit that one. And I name that group layer whatever that video is going to be. So it makes it a lot quicker for me. So I don't have a lot of work to do. Oh, okay, Karen, thanks so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. Shayla, I get it. HP is definitely more affordable. And I know a lot of people that have them. So, but for work, I have to have a Mac. I'm a web designer, so I do a lot of design and code. And Macs are just a really great machine. Now that, Michelle, I don't know. I don't know about iPads. When I first started shooting video, I used my phone, and then just transferred or moved over my videos to my laptop, and then did editing from there. So I don't know anything about editing on iPads or iPhones, and I don't know anything about shooting video with iPads. So I'm not helpful there at all. Oh, that's awesome, Heather. I didn't even notice. You guys are awesome. Oh, bye, Farming Our Backyard. Thanks so much for stopping by. You're awesome. Nick, thanks, man. Right back at you, man. You are really great. I'm so glad you're on our team. So if you guys don't know, Nick is actually one of my coworkers. And so he's an amazingly talented designer who also likes to garden. So we talk a little bit about seeds sometimes, and mostly about work and kids. But he's great. All right, I'm going to keep this going for about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to hop off so I can go do some team building, some axe throwing, right? Oh, Shayla, yeah, the Macs in the 90s weren't really great. They crashed a lot, so you had to save like constantly. But they're much better than most PCs these days. Even my husband, who comes from an IT background, and he swore up and down when we first got married that PCs were better. And so, yeah, we just he finally transitioned to a Mac, and he'll tell you right now that His Mac is the best Windows machine he's ever had. He actually dual boots it. He runs Windows on his Mac, and he'll tell you it's like the best Windows machine he's ever had. Nick, hey, growing stuff for salsa, man, that's awesome. There is nothing better than homegrown vegetables, and even better, like to make salsa from those, and it just tastes so much better. Mm. Yeah, yeah, Amy, salsa is amazing. And you know what's crazy is I'm Mexican. My husband's white, and he's a country boy, and he is the salsa maker at our house. I just grow the stuff, and he makes the salsa. I do most of the the cooking in our house, but salsa is the one thing that he makes. Oh, I'm sorry, Michelle. I don't know. Is anyone else lagging? We make all kinds of salsa, Amy. I like them all. I like them hot. My husband likes it hotter. He likes the burn your face off salsa. That's just how he is. He actually eats hotter food than I do. And so yeah, he that's why he's the salsa maker, because he's the one that's a little pickier about it. Now, I did have a coworker, and Nick, I don't know if you remember this, but I have a coworker whose husband made salsa with some homegrown tomatoes. I don't remember which kind of tomatoes, or not tomatoes, peppers, but the tomatoes that he used, he roasted sun sugar tomatoes, and he made salsa, and it was amazing. And so, like, I bought 2 jars from her. It was like $5 a jar for roasted sun sugar tomato salsa, and it was amazing. I ended up using it for primarily for breakfast tacos and for huevos rancheros. Huevos rancheros is like my favorite breakfast ever. And this salsa was perfect with my farm eggs. Oh my gosh, it was delicious with a little bit of queso fresco, some slices of avocado, and then that salsa on there. And it was just amazing. So good. Shayla, see, you guys are a lot like the opposite of us. Yeah. You see, Nick agrees. Yep, that stuff was just so good. And I think he's going to make some more this year. So yeah, I'm totally going to buy some salsa from him again, because that was just good. Oh, see, Amy, I have an 11-year-old who thinks the ketchup is spicy too. So I can't make like spice. I can't make food that's too spicy because she won't eat it. So there's times that I'll actually like just have like separate sauces, just so that, the other three of us, my husband and myself and my oldest daughter, can actually eat spicy things. But man, now I'm getting hungry. Man, I need to make some carnitas this weekend or something. Maybe I'll make some huevos rancheros in the morning. I'll make that while I'm watching Mama Z, while I'm watching her cook. Oh, Shayla, you want me to record myself making some huevos rancheros? They're so easy too. A lot of Mexican food is really easy to make, and is not very complicated. I think people want to overcomplicate it, and it's really not. I think that's one of the things I love about Mexican food. It is what it is. It's not presumptuous. It's just good. Good, simple food. Now, you throw in Tex-Mex, that's totally different. But, I grew up in Southern California, and my parents are from north central Mexico. So that's the region the region, I guess, of food that we eat. So enchiladas are a little bit different than, like, say, what other regions are. So that's why Mexican food differs too. But I prefer good, just simple, authentic Mexican food. Nothing that's drowned in sauces, or cheese, or sour cream. Like, don't get me wrong, I like sour cream, but Mexican food is really simple food, and for the most part, it's really fresh. And so, yeah, I don't like stuff out of the can. Like, I make everything from scratch, and it's amazing. It is amazing. Ah, I see. Okay, Shayla. I might do it sometime. We'll see. Oh, see, I'm from SoCal too. So he's from LA. I'm actually from Orange County. So it's just south of LA. So, well, all I know for sure is I'm not moving back to California. I love Missouri. So I know Amy's in Minnesota. Did I say that right? Minnesota? And I don't remember where Shayla's from. And then Heather, you're also in Minnesota. My husband's boss and his wife are from Minnesota. And so you can, when you talk to them, you can hear the accent. North Carolina, that's right. I like North Carolina. I've been to, my husband and I went to Asheville. We've been to Asheville. We actually went up to visit or do a like a conference at the Billy Graham Center, and now it's beautiful up there. Oh my gosh! Okay, Minnesota. Did I do it right that time? Also, like, I'm in Missouri. Missouri. There's people that are like, it's Missouri. No, it's not. It is not Missouri. We actually make a joke at home about the people that mispronounce Missouri. And I tell people there's only like 3 kinds of people that say Missouri. And that's really old people, politicians, and someone that's trying to sell you something. But yeah, it's Missouri. Yeah, I'm See, my husband's boss would be proud then. I said it correctly. It's too funny. I know Pete's in here. Pete, where are you from? Yeah, I'm going to call it here in a minute. I really, really appreciate you guys stopping by. You guys are awesome. What a great community. I do like this. I like engaging you guys in this way. Like, it's more real time. Oh, hey, Essence Homestead. How are you doing? You see, Nick, I knew. Yeah. See, you know I'm right. I'll stay on for a couple more minutes. How's your Friday going, Essence? Wisconsin, yes. Life is good. It's a sunny day. I think it's sunny everywhere. Isn't that right? I think the Weather Channel was talking about it being an abnormal day because it was literally going to be sunny all across the U.S. I don't think there's any rain anywhere today. But they were making a big deal because, it was kind of an anomaly. And then tomorrow, I think it's supposed to be pretty nice here in Missouri. I think we're supposed to get up to the 50s, which is really nice. But we're actually going to St. Louis tomorrow and then staying the night and then we'll be back home on Sunday. We got a fun day tomorrow. Oh, Nick, thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Yeah, we'll miss you, man. Yeah, I got to throw some axes too. That's going to be a blast. Oh my gosh, yes, since we are like it's been so cold here, at least for us, I think this morning it was like 13 degrees and wind chill was 6. And so it was really chilly. Right now it's in the lower 40s. So tomorrow to be in the low 50s is going to be pretty amazing, and to have a sunny day. So I'm going to try and get outside and get some work, get some stuff prepped for the garden. And if we have enough time, actually work on the chicken coop a little bit and do some filming. So we'll see. I don't know. Spring is coming. Oh, I can't. Oh. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. I can't wait to grow things. How about you guys? I'm waiting for like green trees and grass, and just to see things growing and to hear the birds chirping and to see the bees flying around. I mean, it's the best. I never thought that I'd look forward to that. It's just crazy. My dad told me once that he never imagined that I'd become a farmer. And I'm not a farmer, but I have animals and I grow food, so I guess that's close enough. I'm just hoping that we're done with snow here. We've had a lot of snow this year. I think we've had at least 3 or 4 days this winter where we've had like really decent snowfalls. Usually we'll get a dusting, maybe to an inch. And then we have like one day or a weekend where we get like 24 inches, which is insane. This year we haven't had that. We had like those 3 or 4 days where it snowed 6 to 8 inches. And I mean, and then it iced. So it was worse. But yeah, I actually prefer when we have that 1 or 2 days where it like just drops, like all of it just comes down. But yeah, I'm really hoping we're done with snow. Yeah. Yeah, Amy, I can deal with the snow. I actually really like the snow. I think that's one of the reasons that I don't think I'll ever move back to California. It's one of the many reasons, but I actually like having 4 seasons. I like the snow, and I like the trees changing colors in the fall. Not a fan of the summer heat, but I can handle it a little better when I know that there's something in the garden waiting for me to pick. And the spring is just beautiful here. Oh, hi, His Way Homestead. How are you? Thanks for joining me. You guys are awesome. I really only expected to stay on for around 30 minutes or so. So we're going over a little bit, but I don't mind. You guys are awesome. You guys have any questions? I'd love to answer any questions. Oh, you are a twin. That's funny. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. It's Friday at the office and it's actually really quiet. Usually it's a little louder. People are having a lot of fun. I guess maybe that's because my team is not here and they're all getting ready to throw axes. They're being loud there. Ooh, what am I most excited about growing this year? All right. I'm growing a lot of things this year. Heather knows. I'm really excited. If you watched my video on the grow one, try one, and make one, be sure to check it out. Heather started the challenge. Heather from Bare Bottom Makers. Go check out her video too. There's some really great ones. great people that have posted theirs too. So I'm really excited about growing my perennial herb garden. I'm actually getting started or starting seeds this weekend, and I'm really pumped. That and I've got a. It's not growing per se, but I'm actually going to be ordering our meat birds. I've got a. I know people have been ordering the chickens from Marie McMurray, and it's a really great hatchery. But I actually like to support local businesses, local farms, and we actually have a really, really great hatchery just 2 hours from me. Cackle Hatchery, and so I'm going to be ordering some Freedom Rangers from them. So I'm really excited. So once I put that order in, though, we're going to be like on a time crunch to get our chicken tractors built. So I'm kind of waiting a little bit so until we're able to actually dedicate some time to that. And so we need to finish the chicken coop before I can do that. So we need to get into the shop this weekend to finish it up, or to try and get close to finishing it up, so we can refocus on the chicken tractors. Yes, Amy. Oh, you should do it. Go check it out, Heather. Go check out Heather's video at Bare Bottom Acres, and then you'll know what we're talking about. I know I did mine. I don't remember. I know Amber did hers from the Haskins family vlog, and I don't remember who else. Heather, who else was tagged in that? I can't remember for some reason. Yes, Cackle Hatchery is a great hatchery, and like I said, I'm in that Roots and Refuge book club where we're reading Animal Vegetable Miracle, and so it talks about really focusing on trying to stick to local produce, local farmers, locally produced products. And so Cackle Hatchery is only 2 hours away. And being in Missouri, we're also very fortunate to have Baker Creek not too far away. And so we're just very lucky. Yeah, 13 Moons did one. You're right. Mm-hmm. That one was a good one too. But yeah, Amy, go check it out, and then and you should do one too. Oh, hey, Food Forest, permaculture. I can't even talk. Permaculture, Food Forest, permaculture. Thanks so much for joining. Oh, His Way, yes. I actually watched Jason from Sotherland. He did a comparison on the Cornish crosses and Freedom Rangers, and in that comparison, he also included the costs and the average weight of those birds. And so they actually preferred the Freedom Rangers, and for all of the reasons that I could support. And so that's one of the reasons that I chose, or that I'm opting for the Freedom Rangers. And also just because the biggest reason that he said is just they were like normal chickens. They weren't kind of like that weird, fast growing bird like the Cornish crosses are. And so, yeah. So that's why I'm kind of going with that. Yeah. We have a Tractor Supply here closer to the office, but we have an Orscheln's by our house, and that's where where I buy most of my feed for the chickens and ducks. And I have to always control myself when I walk in there when it's chick days, because it seems like you're walking in the door and they're just like calling your name, like Emma, buy me, take me home. And I have to like tell myself, like, as I'm walking into the store, like, don't buy more chickens. No. I don't need any more chickens. I have like 20 chickens and 5 ducks. And then my daughters will actually come with me, not for the chicks. They come in to see the rabbits, the baby bunnies. And They always try and talk me into buying a rabbit, and I tell them that if we ever did buy bunnies for the homestead, that it would be for eating. So unless they're ready for that, we're not buying bunnies. So it works out. It's a great way to deal with it. His way, I have Swedish ducks. I have 4 black Swedish ducks and blue Swedish, 1 blue, and they're beautiful. They're really really cool. They have a calmer demeanor. I can't talk. And their eggs are amazing. They're delicious. But yeah, they're just fun ducks. I actually really enjoy watching the ducks. Peking ducks. I did look at those, but in terms of like their personalities, I heard that the Swedes were really great. Yeah, Shayla, that's the key. The reason that one of the reasons that we were able to start with chickens is when we bought the property, it already had a couple of coops, and the guy that built them, the property, the guy that owned the house previously, he actually works for a construction company, and so he built the chicken coops, and they are built well, and they're like the runs for them are also like Fort Knox. There's no way to get in, or at least for predators to get in. So I haven't had really any issues with losing chickens because of that. And in fact, when we made the offer on the house, I actually made sure to include in the contracts the coops, because I wanted to make sure that we had them on the property. And at first he wasn't too happy about it. And then he realized that he built them really well and it was going to be a pain in the butt to get them out. And he decided that it would just be easier for him to just build new ones on their new property. So I got to keep the coops, and I was able to get chickens a lot sooner than we were planning. Yes, they do have so much personality. I love it. They really are fun. I just wish they were more personable, so that you could actually pick them up. But yeah, mine don't let me pick them up, but they freak out. But my chickens, I have Buff Orpingtons, and they also have a really great disposition. And so I don't know if you guys seen it, but I love my rooster. His name is Teddy, and he he actually likes to be picked up and held, and he likes it when I snuggle with him, which is really funny because roosters are usually not like that. And so my husband actually calls Teddy my cat. He acts more like a cat than a rooster. And so I will pick him up and snuggle him, and he actually eats from my hand. But I try not to coddle him too much, because he still has a job, and his job is to take care of his ladies, and he does a good job of that. And so he's a good protector, always alerts them to food, and but he also likes his snuggles. So yeah, he's really awesome. And then I have a younger flock of chickens that I'd ordered early last year, and unfortunately, one of them turned out to be a rooster, and so he's not going to be around for much longer. And he actually came after me once, and that was kind of when I decided that he was going to definitely end up on the dinner table. Muscovies, I've heard of those. I've heard those are a good breed too. I think Cackle Hatchery has some too. Hey, Fork and Allotment, how's it going? How are things in the UK? I'm so excited about our trip out there. You don't even understand. Oh, and I think you had asked last night, I think it was last night. You were asking where we were going to go in the UK, and I told you everywhere, because if we're going to go all the way over there, we're going to spend some time to see all of what the UK has to offer. And so I'm really excited, and I hope I get to actually visit with some homesteaders over there. That would be really, really amazing. But yeah, we're going to spend a little time in London, just a couple days in London. and then kind of travel mostly around Britain, and then definitely want to spend some time up in Scotland. We want to visit some castles, and then definitely spending some time in Ireland. But yeah, I'm really excited about going out there. I don't know, Essence. I'm not familiar with Ancona. What? I'll need to check those out. Water tanks, no matter how great the fencing is. Yeah, I have I have a little kiddie pool that I bought from Dollar General for my ducks, and they love it. So I will literally run buckets of water and fill that thing, and they go crazy. Ooh, fork and allotment. I might do that. Um, I think I heard Daryl pronounce it Yorkshire. From what all of the British shows that I watch, it's Yorkshire. Am I right? I think it's Yorkshire. Oh no, Amy, that stinks. Ugh. Well, I'll tell you what, if I hear of any, I will definitely message you because I have heard of Muscovies. So um but yeah, they're I just like ducks. I know they're really messy, but they're just fun. And I plan to actually put them out towards or all of the chickens and the ducks in the garden area, so that they can help clean it out at the end of the growing season. And the ducks, I can actually put them out in the garden and they won't tear it up too much, for my lettuces and stuff, so they can take care of slugs and snails. Oh, okay. That sounds cool. Yorkshire. Okay. Yorkshire. I have a weird accent, so it's kind of a mix of, like when I go visit my family, I'll pick up my California accent with kind of a Hispanic thing, like because I speak Spanish too. Oh, bye, Heather. Thanks so much for stopping by. You're awesome. Oh, hey, Mother Utter. Oh my gosh, how are you guys doing? I love Mother Utter. They're amazing, amazing people, great hearts. You guys have been through some stuff. I always think about you guys. But yeah, I pick up funny accents, so and really easily. Here I do mostly, like, I have kind of a country accent because we live in the country. But and then I went to college in Tennessee, and so I pick up that Southern accent a little bit too. I still don't say y'all or fixin' to, but but I do have a little bit of a twang sometimes. But yeah, and then as soon as I go home, I pick up that little kind of Spanglish accent. My husband laughs at me, but I can do a really great impression of it, both the country twang and the, like, I guess you can call it a Hispanic accent. I also got a Valley Girl accent. Oh, but fork and allotment. Other than YouTube, I watch a lot of British TV. A lot of British TV. I actually prefer it, over most American shows. So, and my all-time favorite is, of course, Doctor Who. Love me some sci-fi, but I also love Doctor Who. I love the revamp and the the classic. I've watched them all. I'll see. You guys have a track on the Muscovies. See, there you go, Amy. Of course, that's kind of a long drive from Minnesota to California. Are you being served? See, I haven't watched that one. Oh, I need to catch up. But I've watched all of Father Brown. I watched some Downton Abbey, but I watched Father Brown, Midsummer Murders. I love like those cheesy crime dramas. Um, and watched Upstairs, Downstairs, uh, and what is that one? Hamish Macbeth. I've watched that. That's an older one. I'm a homesteader, but I'm also a nerd. So there's that. I think Jim from GDP would be proud. I'm definitely a nerd. Like my sci-fi. That's right, Amy. I knew I liked you. Yes. Nerdy homesteaders. Maybe I should get that on a shirt. Nerdy homesteaders. Oh, geekish too. Yeah. I love geeks. I'm married one. Although I am kind of a geek myself too, I guess. Some kids try to call my daughter that, call her a nerd or a geek, and they kind of mean it in a bad way, but I tell her all the time, man, nerds rule the world, so don't even worry about what they're saying. Oh man, it's almost an hour. Wow. All right, we'll stick to the hour and then we'll hop off, and then I can go throw axes. I think some of you guys hopped on late. I'm supposed to be going axe throwing with my team from work. And so they're actually there now, but they're not officially starting till 4, which is 4 Central Time. So I'm going to go join them in a minute and then go pick up my daughter and head home. But yeah, and then hopefully catch some lives later. So got nothing to do tonight except get ready for what we're doing tomorrow. So that'll be fun. St. Louis trip. You know what, Mother Utter, I was hoping to make a trip up to Northern California sometime. I'm trying to find a conference this year to go up there to have an excuse to go to Northern California, but it'll probably be San Francisco area. So I know that's a few drives inland to your place, or a few hours drive into your place. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking at San Francisco area and even like the Pacific Northwest, so like Seattle or Portland. So that's where I'm hoping to go this year. Who's on tonight? I think Michelle from the Heathstead is going to be on tonight. Kira from Homestead Dreaming, I think, is on Friday nights. And who else is on? Shayla? I know Shayla would know who's on lives today or later today. Oh, hey, Broussards, what's going on? I totally missed your live last night. My bad. We ended up spending some time together as a family, watching some comedy. I actually learned about Dry Bar. It's a comedy club in Provo, Utah, and so they have a bunch of videos of their stand-up on YouTube, and I found a couple that were really, really funny, and so we ended up watching them as a family last night. And so I missed a bunch of lives, and yours was one of them, and I was hoping to catch yours. Well, Mother Utter, are you guys you're going to HOA, aren't you? Yeah, I can understand that, Shayla, for sure. Mine? Ooh, yeah. Oh man, I would love to go to the Fall Expo. That would be amazing. I already have like 3 events that I'm going to this year. Definitely doing the Baker Creek Spring Planting Festival. So if you guys are doing that, I'd love to like meet you guys there. We're doing that one, and then what else? Oh, and then I'm going to the Homesteading Life conference that Doug and Stacy are putting together. Both of those events are only like a couple of hours from me, so I mean, there's no excuse for me not to go. And then I really enjoyed HOA last year. It was a 14-hour drive for me, and I did all the driving. My 16-year-old came with me, but she's not a licensed driver yet, so I did all of the driving. And it was so worth it. I loved it. I literally met all of my favorite YouTubers, and actually got to hang out with them and talk and chat. And that was amazing. And the sessions were incredible. I mean, so much knowledge at that event. And so it was really amazing. And I wasn't even YouTubing at the time. And so that was the kind of kick in the butt that got me into doing this. And so I'd been kind of tossing around the idea for several months, and I was just nervous and just kind of scared to do it. And so HOA was like the kick in the butt I needed. And so you'll see that my channel started like a week or 2 after HOA last year. And so, if you guys go to HOA, I'm going to be there, and my whole family is actually coming this time. And I'm really excited, really, really excited about going. Oh, I missed some stuff. We've got some new people. Yay, you guys are awesome. Dave Northwater. Yeah, I talked about the expo. I would love to go sometime. Maybe next year. I'll try and make it up there, because Santa Rosa is actually really pretty. I played softball up there one time when I was younger, and it's a really pretty city. Hi there, Mark. How are you doing? The UK. I can't wait to go out there. It's going to be so much fun. Hey, Wild and Wonderful Homestead. I'm actually going to be hopping off here in a minute, but I really, really appreciate you guys hopping on. You guys are awesome. Oh, Broussards. You guys have a great accent. I love it. I love the Louisiana twang. Oh, Mother Udder. If you guys get to go to Homesteading Life, let me know, because I definitely want to see you guys. And like I said, it's only like a couple hours from me. So if you guys want to come down to our house and hang out, I will cook for you. I love to cook. Hey, Dudley, how's it going? Easter Portugal. Nice. That's really awesome. We've got some people from all over the place. You guys are awesome. Ooh, Wild and Wonderful Homestead. Are you guys going to HOA this year? Yeah, see, Broussards, I'd love to go to the Shindig and the Bayou Bash. I just can't. I was only able to fit in those 3 events because I have to take time off of work, and so those were the 3 that I picked this year. So maybe next year we'll change things up a little bit. But HOA is always kind of a must for me. So after I did it last year, it's just going to be a no-brainer for us. So it is a long drive, like I said, but it is so worth it. I don't even know who Gary White is. Curry omelet. Thanks, Wild and Wonderful Homestead. You're awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm going to go throw some axes with my coworkers. So I really appreciate you guys being here. You guys are just amazing and so supportive. I actually did enjoy this. So let me talk to my husband and see about maybe scheduling a live, and we'll do it together, just so that he can enjoy it. But you guys are awesome. Thanks so much for stopping by and asking questions and engaging. You guys are just really great. Oh, thanks, Amy. I really, really appreciate that. Yes. Now to throw axes. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a really great Friday. Oh, hey, reap what you sow. Sorry, I'm actually getting ready to shut things down. I really appreciate you stopping by. You guys are awesome. All right. Well, have a good Friday, everybody. We'll see you guys around. Adios.